Hello, Water's Edge. Pastor Kel here, and today I am with Hollis Oselka. I'm sure you all know who Hollis is, but for those of you that may not, Hollis is the chair of our SPRC committee. That is the Staff Parish Relations Committee, and they do, their work consists of basically being a liaison between the church and the staff. That sound about right? All right. We have a couple of announcements for you today. The first announcement that I wanted to give was a big thank you to all of you who gave towards our Back to Black campaign. We hit our goal, which we had a matching grant of $10,000, and so we wanted to raise an extra $10,000 to give us a $20,000 boost to our end of the year giving, and we hit that goal. We actually exceeded the goal a little bit. I believe that we have raised over $22,000 at this point, and I am just so thankful to all that gave. We are now going to be in a much better financial situation than we were a couple of months ago to end out 2021. So a big thank you to all who did that.
Okay, and I have also another announcement, and this announcement actually comes from our district superintendent and from the conference itself. They have asked Pastor Cal if he would take over the responsibility of being the pastor for Three Oaks Methodist Church, along with the pastorship here at Water's Edge. This means that Cal will spend approximately a quarter of his time with the congregation over in Three Oaks, and then with us 3/4 time. So we won't have to give him up much, just a little, but enough that he can pastor there and do a good job in helping that congregation be together. We also will realize that he will not have any, if I say less responsibility here as far as pastoring with all of us and all of our needs.
And just to give you guys a little bit of an insight in kind of the behind the scenes of what's going on at a conference level, I'm an ordained pastor. Well, I'm almost ordained, but I'm a pastor in the United Methodist Church. And in the United Methodist Church, all pastors take what's called a vow of itinerancy. And what that means is our calling is bigger than any one church. And so technically, I'm not a member of Water's Edge. Technically, I'm a member of the annual conference. And what that means is that my calling is not just to one church, but to all the churches. And so when the conference comes calling, it can be really difficult to say no sometimes. But the other aspect of this is that the pastor that's currently serving at Three Oaks is leaving in the middle of the year. Now, we're all getting ready for the end of our years and the beginning of a new year, but ministry years in the Methodist Church actually run July 1st to July 1st. So when a pastor leaves a congregation at the end of December, it's actually in the middle of the year, and it's really, really difficult to find another pastor to fill in. And so I think this could actually be a really good opportunity, though. I think there could be some great ministry opportunities for our two churches to join together and maybe do some creative ministry together. So I'm not seeing this as a bad thing at all, but I'm seeing it as an opportunity. And so, but I did want you to know that just because I'm going to be pastoring two churches, it doesn't mean that I love you guys any less. So, my family and I, we love it here in New Buffalo. We love Water's Edge, and so we're not going anywhere. It's just that my status is changing a little bit, and we wanted everyone to be aware. Our final announcement has to do, piggybacking on that announcement, is the fact that since I'm going to have to be in two places on a Sunday morning, we're going to be changing our worship time just a little bit. So right now on Sundays, we worship at 10:30 here at Water's Edge, and at Three Oaks, they worship at 11. Obviously, I can't be in two places at once. And so Three Oaks is going to move their time to 9 a.m., and we're going to move Water's Edge's time to 11. And the reason for that is I want to be able to have time to be a pastor to both churches. I want to have a little bit of time to stay after church to greet people after the service at both congregations, and then to give myself a little bit of travel time so that I'm not skidding on the ice into the parking lot right as church is starting as well. So that's the announcement. Starting January 1st, I will be pastoring both churches, and we are moving the times of the services. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call, contact us, contact me. I'd be happy to talk with you. If you're worried about how this changes my role at Water's Edge, as Hollis said, it really doesn't change my role a whole lot. It just means that I'm spending a little bit less time here. So, anything else, Hollis?
I just want to add that I think our job as the congregation is to be supportive and to help Cal in any way we possibly can. And with that, I just wish you all a very blessed Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And don't forget our Christmas Eve service at 7 o'clock, where it is called The Heart That Grew Three Sizes. We're going to be having some fun. So please plan to attend Christmas Eve.
And bring your friends.
And bring your friends.